few weeks ago, I recorded a video because I couldn't find the information that I was looking for. I clicked on an ad over on Instagram and ended up in a high-end sales funnel, which I found a little bit interesting because I'm a marketing nerd and I also like guitar. This was for Sonora Guitar Intensive, and I created the video because there was really not any good information out there. So this is an example of creating some content if you find that you actually can't find any information on it. And I'll show you like the path that I went down. And if you want to check out the full breakdown, I recorded a podcast episode, and then I knew people were actually looking for this information, the cost of Sonora Guitar Intensive. And I tell you what I found out in the sales call. And the thing is, it's interesting because I actually Googled the information and there was information out there, but it was inaccurate and it was fucking Reddit. All right. This will be lightly explicit. Apologies if that's not your thing, but that's how it's going to roll. And I'll also show you some of the analytics because the thing is, while it's not a huge number of views, this is probably going to go up over time. And it, depends on the success of Sonora Guitar Intensive and all that. So basically I clicked on some ad on Instagram, and then I ended up on a sales phone call, they call you on the phone. And then they were like, hey, we'll schedule another session where you audition. And then I was like, hey, is that a sales call? Because you're obviously not telling me any pricing or anything. And he was like, yeah, it's actually a sales call. And I'm like, okay, I'll play along. I'm actually curious about this myself. The reason why I created the video is because when I Googled it, how much is Sonora guitar? I ended up on a Reddit thread. So Sonora Guitar Intensive under guitar lessons, and they talk about it a little bit. And I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll go check it out, and I'll show you that thread in a second. You'll see I'm ranking number 2 here because I actually give information, and you could actually see right here in the snippet, it's about $1,000 per month or so. And here's the deal, the cost, I actually rank above Sonora Guitar Intensive because they don't tell you the pricing because they want you to go on the sales call, which is totally legit. I mean, that's the thing. And anyway, there's information here, but it's not really good information. And the worst part is Reddit. I'm not a fan of Reddit, and I lightly complain all the time. I think people are mean there. And then there's not good information depending on what you're looking for. So some subreddits are a little better, but I think this is a trend. So we go over here to Sonora, and number one, we see that the thread here, the original post was deleted. And then when you look through, someone just says, just get lessons, man. Those prices are wild. You can get one-on-one tutoring and da-da-da-da-da. So what happens here is a lot of people that don't actually have firsthand information try to give advice. And people hear it third hand. Again, we don't even have the original thread here, which is somewhat unhelpful. But then there's just back and forth. Someone saying, I do Zoom meetings. Someone else says, have you taken the course? I'm seriously thinking and leaning to signing up. The price is an issue for my wife. For me, it's like I've been stuck on advanced beginner level for 5 years that I played, and that's with online training for 5 years. And basically, I mean, the thing is with a high-end, intensive like Sonora is, they're actually trying to place their offering like Berkeley, like a music school. So they're trying to make it more like a music school situation, not a couple dudes or gals trying to get lessons online. So when we go through here, there's not really much information. So like I said, I'm looking for the price. Other people are looking for the price. The first thing we see is $1,150 per month plan exists to make the $375 per plan look reasonable. It doesn't look reasonable. And as we go through, someone says $1,150 a month, that's a scam. You can get high quality and blah, blah, blah. They're saying they place certain value on things. So I don't find this particularly helpful because number one, this person is only reacting to a price which is mentioned, And they actually did, no offense to anyone on this thread, everyone is entitled to their opinion. But if I'm like, hey, how much does this fucking thing cost? And the information isn't here. And then we have a couple fucking people on their keyboard just going back and forth about what they think is valuable versus what other people think is valuable, which is not for me to determine, by the way. I don't give a shit how much people pay for it. It's just like you, if you get value of it out of something, then that is the value to you. You may have a budget to pay for this. So someone says, and again, this is one of the issues with Reddit. Things are voted up and voted down. This thread is like out of order. So when I'm reading it, I'm just like walking into a bar where a conversation's going on, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It sounds like we're going out of order here. So someone does say it's $11.50 a month, which is a different price from what I was quoted. And the thing is, if you watch my original video, you would find that they actually have like different offerings that are sort of custom put together for you. At least that's per my understanding. I eventually did not sign up. For me, it wasn't a good value. But again, I'm not here to judge what a good value is for someone else, right? If you're a professional musician and you can't go to fucking music college like Solitary Bike Gallery mentions here, that's cool. Maybe this is a good option for you. And the thing is, there's a lot of judgment in Reddit, and that's one of the reasons I don't like it. The other reason I don't like Reddit is there's a lot of people talking about something that they heard someone else talk about, and they're reacting to it versus actually having firsthand knowledge. Hence, I created my video, and it started with very few views because this is outside of the topic area, which I cover. But over time, I believe it will go up. And this is not a huge number of views, but as you can see, it is creeping up over time. And I've gotten good comments where people said, thanks for going over this information. That was actually helpful. And I don't bullshit either. So I put it, like, if you don't want to watch the video, it's right here. I put it, they said it's about $1,000 a month. Basically, if you pay all up front, there might be cheaper options depending on what you need. And then I say people could check out the full video over there. So again, just an example of how if you look for information and you can't find it, there's an opportunity for you to create content on whatever medium you want. If you like Reddit, you can put the information on Reddit. Although I would say on Reddit, you're going to get a lot of people arguing back and forth with you. At least over on YouTube, like, I can put content out. If I think someone is out of line in the comments, I'll delete their comment. Now, luckily, that doesn't happen too often. And the fact that there's comments coming in, if people want to argue, like, that's cool with me. I don't mind, but I don't engage in it too much. So that said, you can create a video, you can put it on social media, you can create a post on whatever platform you want, and people potentially can find that information. And one good thing on certain platforms is, like, you could say what you want, and then other people aren't arguing back and forth like on Reddit. So I think the other part of this is just, I don't like Reddit that much. So I don't know. What do y'all think of Reddit? What information is good to find over there? Because sometimes, people are trying to market stuff. Other people just want to disagree with whatever. They're just contrarian. And there's a value in being contrarian in certain times. But if you're trying to find information, it's not really helpful to have like a bunch of back and forth happening. Yeah, I think that's it. I could ramble on forever.